Welcome back to another hashtag TBT rebuilding video, and in the last video, in the poll, you guys did vote for me to go to NBA 2K10 and rebuild a team. Now, this is the first time that I have rebuilt teams in 2K10. Now, with 2K13, I had done test ones. I've done test ones on 2K12, 2K11, but 2K10, excuse me, no experience with this whatsoever. So quickly, I will just go through these players and these teams so you guys can see what the ratings are. But you guys already know what team I will be using. I mean, should I switch it to the Kings real quick? Should I switch it? You know what? No, because I want some views. And we are going to go with, if I can hurry up and get here, but like, of course, they are at the end of the cycle, considering it is the Golden State Warriors. 79 overall, 76 on offense, and 80 on defense. They have negative 3 million cap, and they're led by Steven Jackson and Monte Ellis and Corey Maggette. Man, this is like the definition of a throwback Thursday. They also have Andres Biedrins, Klena Azubuike, Steph Curry, Ronnie Turioff. I think this is Anthony Randolph. Yep, Anthony Randolph, Brandon Wright. Wow, he was on the Grizzlies. AC Law. Who else we got? Devion. Yeah, George. This Claxton guy, Speedy Claxton, and Anthony Mora. So here we go, using the Golden State Warriors, and I did decide that basically no matter if I win a championship or not, like, I am posting this video. I think that's what I will do now with these 2K10 and 2K11, 2K12, 2K13 rebuilding videos, just because I feel like it's a lot better, and like, it's really hard to win championships in past 2Ks. At least that's what I have been aware of and what I have experienced. So obviously you did see the team, and yeah, by the way, first of all, roster, let me just show you the roster in case you just totally missed the first like minute of this. But there is no trade finder. So like, there's a trade block, but other than that, like, this is all manual trades. So in the first trade of season 1, we're just gonna try this. Monte Ellis for Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant is an 82 overall, okay? So maybe the Thunder are just like, hey, I'll go ahead and trade him. I mean, Monte Ellis is a 75, so it's not really, and of course they declined the trade. Can I include some first round picks? What if I gave them 2 first round picks and a counter? All they want is Steven Jackson. All they want, you know what, Kevin Durant. Welcome to the Golden State Warriors. We just got Kevin Durant on the team. Wow, Kevin Durant is now your new starting small forward for the 2010 Golden State Warriors. Look who is here in free agency. Allen Iverson, 34 years old, and 83 overall. We are going to go ahead and sign him to a 2-year deal. You know what? I could do 3, but we are going to do a 2-year deal, and my offer has been happily accepted. So now, you know, if we just take a look at our starting lineup real quick. Let's see, rotation. How do I even work this? All right, rebuild this. Okay, all right. So we got Steph Curry, who's a 69 overall. We got Allen Iverson. We got Kevin Durant. So we have a big 3 set right here. But our front court is absolutely garbage, led by Ronnie Turioff and Andres Biedrins. Let's see if the Portland Trailblazers will accept this trade. We got Ronnie Turioff and Andres Biedrins for LaMarcus Aldridge, and they made a counter offer for only a second. You know what? Y'all just played yourself. Congratulations. You just played yourself. And you know what? Now, since I do need a starting center. Oh my god, these are awful. Okay, so I'm not going to have Aaron Gray be my starting center, but I kind of want to bring on Stephon Starbury to the Golden State Warriors. I kind of want to do that. Wally Szczerbiak, now he's an anchor on NBA TV. Flip Murray, Jerry Stackhouse, Marquise Daniels, hashtag former Pacer. I don't think, yep, it does show on right there. Keith Bogans, oh my god. I'm just going through these so then that way you guys can see like the players that were actually here in 2010. I have no idea who any of these power forwards are, to be honest. And then the centers, yeah. I'm trying to find Kwame, but like there's no player finder, so I have to just like go through like all of the centers to try and find them. And by the way, speaking of centers, we don't even have any. Straight up, let's just go Corey Maggette for Andrew Bynum. We do need a starting center on the team, and not having a backup 3 isn't really worrying me too much, and they do end up declining the trade. What if I gave you a second round pick as well? And I also gave you, let's just say, I don't know. I mean, Anthony Randolph actually could play power forward, to be honest. No, I'm not going to trade Kevin Durant. Let's go Anthony Randolph, and then you give me DJ Mbanga, and they do not want to lose a center right now. What if I change that to Adam Morrison? And the trade has been accepted, so we do get one of the best players in NBA history on our team in Adam Morrison, and now we do get our new starting center. So I think I am done making trades, to be honest. I mean, here's how the team is looking at the start of Season 1. Our starting five, we got Steph Curry, Allen Iverson, Kevin Durant, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Andrew Bynum. Now, our bench is trash. Our sixth man is Kelena Azubuike. Then we got Brandon Wright, AC Law, Speedy Claxton, Devion George, Anthony Morrow, and Adam Morrison all getting minutes. Let's go ahead and simulate to the end of Season 1. Actually, okay, calendar. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to end up simulating to the trade deadline, which I actually have no idea where it's at. So I'm just going to simulate until the All-Star break, and then if I need to make any trades, then you guys will definitely be seeing that. But if not, then you will be seeing the end of Season number 1. And at the end of Season number 1, LeBron James does bring home the MVP award, averaging 31 points, 9 rebounds, 7.5 assists, 2.5 steals, 2 blocks, while also shooting 51% from the field and 40% from 3. And our very own Steph Curry does end up winning the Rookie of the Year award. 20 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 1.5 steal, barely any blocks, 45% from the field, and 42% from 3. Chris Duhon wins the Sixth Man of the Year award. Dwight wins Defensive Player of the Year, 22 points, 14 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Brevin Knight wins Most Improved Player. I've never heard of him before. And Greg Popovich wins Coach of the Year as the Spurs do go 59-23. Good enough for first in the Western Conference. And on the All-NBA third team, there is Allen Iverson making it as the shooting guard. His numbers on the year, 20.5 points, 2 rebounds, 5.5 assists, 2 steals, no blocks with 3 turnovers, shot 48% from the field and 31% from behind the line. But I mean, other than that, I'm not really expecting anyone here except for Steph to make the All-Rookie First Team, which he definitely does. Hasheem the Dream Thabeet made the All-Rookie First Team. Man, I just wish that he could have actually played well instead of being a bust. But hey, it's fine. Johnny Flynn, Timberwolves, you guys could have had. You could have had Steph. That's all I'm saying. Y'all could have had Steph. And the Warriors did make the playoffs. Let's see if I can take them to the NBA Finals. We did end up with the second best record in the Western Conference. Let's take a look at the standings. Just kidding. I don't know why, they won't ever let me look at the standings. Let's see if anyone broke any records this year. I highly doubt it. Maybe, yes, this Chris Paul record is a new one. Single season. 3-pointers made. Jason Terry made 273, if you guys are curious. Reggie Miller, throwback to when he held the record for most 3-pointers made in a single career. And then team records, I don't know if anyone broke that this year, and no one did. So here we go into the playoffs. Here's what the rotation is looking like. I'm pretty sure it's no changes really. Yeah, starting five is the same exact starting five. AC Law is hurt. Plantar fasciitis. Let's see what Kevin Durant averaged on the year. 25.5 points. That is absolutely insane. 10.5 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, 1 block. We saw Stephen and Allen Iverson. LaMarcus Aldridge, 16.5 points, 9 boards, 1.5 assists, half a steal, 1 block. And then Andrew Bynum on the year, 10 points, 10 rebounds basically with 2.5 blocks. So who are we taking on in the first round of the playoffs? We are taking on the Oklahoma City Thunder, and I really hate this navigation system. I really, really hate it. Who is on the Thunder? Let's see. They are led by Steven Jackson, Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Monte, Jeff Green, Cephalosha, Kevin Ollie. Yeah, we can definitely beat this team in a 7-game series. I am very confident that we will definitely do that. Game 1 goes to us. Okay, we win game number 1. Can we win game 2? Yes, we can. This simulation is going by really slow, man. It feels like I'm in 2K16 again. 3-0 us, and let's just finish them off with the sweep, and that is exactly what we end up doing. Here are the box scores for all 4 games, if you were curious. How do I do this? Let's see. All right, game 1, wow, we won by almost 20 points. Game 2, we won by 30. Actually, yes, I am on the Warriors stats. Game number 3, we win by 3, and then game 4, we do end up winning by 11 in Oklahoma City. And we're taking on Brandon Roy, Greg Oden, and the Portland Trailblazers. Who is on their team, you may ask? Obviously, I did just say Brandon Roy. They do have Rasheed Wallace, Andres Biedrins, Oden, Trevor Ariza, Grant Hill, CJ Watson, Rudy Fernandez. Man, throwback to this team. This team was really fun to watch, especially with Brandon Roy. I just wish that injuries did not cut his career short. game number 1 goes to them. They do win game 1. But we do come back and we win game 2. Game 3, we win on the road. Game 4, can we win? Yes, we do. We are up 3 games to 1. And we are on to the Western Conference Finals. And we're taking on the 5th seeded Denver Nuggets. I mean, I'm pretty sure this has Melo on the Nuggets. And I want to say Chauncey. Yep, there we go. Melo, Chauncey, Nene, Ty Lawson, Kenyon Martin, J.R. Smith, Ronaldo, Balkman, Aaron Aflalo, Birdman. They got Anthony Carter, Malik Allen. You know what? We can beat this team. We got Kevin Durant. We got Steph. We got LaMarcus. We got Andrew Bynum. We got Allen Iverson. We can definitely beat this team. And we quickly go up 2 games to 0. Can we please do 3-1? No, I don't like this at all. Good. We are up 3 games to 2. Can we go to the NBA Finals? Yes, we can. We can definitely go to the NBA Finals. And we're taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Wow, the 5th seeded Atlanta Hawks. Who do the Hawks even have on their team? I have no idea who they have on their team. Let's see. Joe Johnson, Mike Bibby, Josh Smith, Al Horford, James Posey, Mike Miller, Marvin Williams. We can definitely beat this team. Here we go. NBA Finals time. I believe that this was the finals of either Lakers Magic or Lakers Celtics the second time. I'm not too sure. But real quick, I just want to see what this WhoCast is and if I can like jump in. And I can't jump in the game, so I can't do a Simcast or WhoCast and then jump in the game and then just have that be the championship celebration. But we do end up winning game 1. We do end up winning game number 2. 2-1. Okay, well, this does guarantee game 5 on our home floor. And it is 3-1. I'm not going to play a game. Actually, not game 5 on our home floor. Because back in 2010, the finals format was 2-3-2. So technically, we have 2 games at home, 3 games on the road, then 2 games at home. I'm not going to play it because I really would like to win the championship. So here we go. Game 5 in Atlanta. And we don't win. Okay, well, hey, winning on your home floor is so much sweeter. Are you really? Are you kidding me? Is someone hurt? Is someone hurt on the team? No one's hurt, like, at all. No one is hurt whatsoever. I mean, Adam Morrison, but, I mean, it's fine. He has a broken patella, out 6 to 8 months. We should definitely win this game. Game 7, at home. Let's do it! And we got eliminated. Are you, really? We lost 3 games in a row. The Hawks win the, how? How did the Hawks just win the championship? Steph drops 37 in game 1. We win by 9. Game 2, we win by 7. Game 3, we lose by 5 in overtime. Then we win by 10. Game 5, I mean, we lose by 31. That's fine. Lose by 12 on our home floor, and then lose by 17. Well, hey, this was the free agency class, excuse me, not draft class, with D-Wade, Bosh, LeBron. So if I can bring one of those guys to this team, we are definitely winning a championship in year number 2. Here is our first big free agency signing of this year's free agency period. Sadly, LeBron did go ahead and resign with the Cleveland Cavaliers, so I was not able to offer him a contract, but we are bringing Tracy McGrady on the team. I will definitely go ahead and confirm that. And there we go. And we are gonna get Big Z, Zydrunas Ilgauskas, 7'3", 260. So we get him and we get Tracy McGrady now. I do need a backup 3 considering my 3s right now are just Kevin Durant. And like that's it. So, and the only one here is a 64 overall. So I really gotta like figure out what I want to do here. Let me just get Paul Sherman. Let's get Paul Sherman on a 2-year deal because I don't really know who else to get. And let's just advance one more day. LaMarcus Aldridge, as you can see, is a restricted free agent. He's going to go to the Nets. Do I want to match this offer? Let's see. Yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. LaMarcus Aldridge comes back to the Warriors. And I don't think I will be able to get this Sherman guy. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. And, of course, I don't have enough room. So, these are the guys that we did end up getting on the team. I tried to get Travis Outlaw. He signed with the Nuggets, 5 years, $20 million. But, I mean, the team is not looking bad whatsoever. Here's what our point guards are looking like. We got Steph, AC Law, Speedy Claxton, shooting guard, Allen Iverson, and Tracy McGrady. small forwards, Kevin Durant and Devion George, I mean, I think I'm saying that right, but hell, I don't know, man. I might honestly change T-Mac's position, like his primary position, to small forward, so that way Azubuike can be the backup shooting guard, and so that way I can actually have a good backup three. Power forward, we have LaMarcus Aldridge and Brandon Wright, and then center, we got Andrew Bynum, and we got Zydrunas Ilgauskas. This year should definitely be, once again, another trip to the NBA Finals, except this time coming out on top with the victory. No trades will be made here at the start of season number 2. And here is our starting lineup. We got Steph Curry, Allen Iverson, Kevin Durant, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Andrew Bynum. Tracy McGrady is our 6th man. I did end up changing his position to small forward. We got him. We got Klena Azubuike. We got Zydrunas Ilgauskas, Brandon Wright, AC Law, Anthony Morrow, Devion George, and Speedy Claxton. So here we go into season number 2. I wonder if they have power rankings, because if they do, I'd love to see where we are in the power rankings. I mean, there's only team comparisons, so, like, that doesn't even show me anything whatsoever. Our longest win streak last year was 10 games. That's pretty cool, but there is no power rankings unless I'm just totally missing it, and I think I am totally just missing it. Also, first of all, headlines. If we just go here, Ray Allen went to the Heat before he actually did in real life. And then if we look here, where's this at? Nate Robinson goes to the Heat as well, so the Heat might be a problem for us. Also, Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh both accepted their player options because, remember, they did have player options back in 2010. Same with LeBron. And they did go back to their respected teams. And in the preseason, because there were preseasons in 2K10, I think we lost like 2 games. But yeah, the Hawks are ready to defend their title. No, I am ready to win the title and steal it from them. Once again, at the end of season number 2, LeBron James does win back-to-back MVP awards, averaging 26.5 points, 7.5 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, with 2 blocks on the year. Walt Swanson, he wins the Rookie of the Year because he's the best rookie in the NBA. You guys have no idea who he is. I have no idea who he is. He is an auto-generated rookie. Ramon Sessions wins 6th Man of the Year on the Lakers, 16 points with 5.5 assists. Dwight Howard does win the Defensive Player of the Year, 20.5 points with 12.5 rebounds and 3 blocks. Drew Gooden wins Most Improved Player, and Mike Woodson, the Hawks win 57-25. They are first in the Eastern Conference. Show me some... Devin Harris actually made an All-NBA first team. Like, am I just crazy? Because I don't ever remember him actually being this good. Like, the dude averaged damn near 32 points per game this year. I don't even understand how that's possible. But hey, it's 2K. Like, even back in 2010, like, 2K logic sometimes does not make any sense. Show me some Warriors players. There is Kevin Durant making the All-NBA third team. His numbers on the season, 26 points, 10 rebounds, 1.5 assists, 1.5 steal with 1 block and 3 turnovers. Shot 49.5% from the field and 40% from 3. And other than that, no one else made it. And then there are the all-rookie first and second teams, but they don't matter considering they are all auto-generated rookies. In the first round of this year's playoffs, we are taking on the Utah Jazz, led by Darren Williams, Trevor Ariza, Ronnie Brewer, Mehmet Okur, Karolenko, CJ Miles, Costa Kufos. Paul Millsap is hurt for 2 to 4 weeks. That definitely helps us out and gives LaMarcus Aldridge a very great advantage. We do end up winning game 1, obviously, as we should. We honestly should win this series. We should win this series. And of course, we are down 2-1. Don't tell me we are going to go, oh my god, we're down 3-1. Are you kidding me? We are down 3 games to 1. 3-2. Okay, well, the Hawks lost in the first round. So if we can win, I think we have a great chance at winning the NBA championship. 3-3. Let's win it in 7 games. No, of course not. Of course. You know what? My luck. We lost by 1. Are you serious? We lose by 1 point. Are you kidding me? T-Mac, if you just make that 1 free throw, and same with Brandon Wright, then we end up winning this game. Oh my god. Damn, man. Alright. KD drops 35 and we still end up losing. So let's see what happens here in the NBA playoffs. The Pacers have made it to the Eastern Conference Finals 2 years in a row. Don't tell me the Bobcats are like going to make it to the finals. Spurs and Pacers, and the Spurs end up winning in 5 games against the Indiana Pacers. Who's even on this Pacers team? Randy Foye, Travis Outlaw, Danny Granger, Shane Little, who's an auto-generated rookie. Kyle Lowry, okay, well, you know what, looking back on it, I don't want him on my team now because he doesn't show up in the playoffs at all. Dante Jones, Mike Dunleavy, Andre Blatch, Roy Hibbert before he actually forgot how to play basketball. Drew Holiday. Yo, this team is so nice, and I so wish we would have drafted Drew Holiday. Actually, I'm not even sure if we could have drafted Drew Holiday. I don't know. And then the Spurs, if you're curious to see who they have on their roster, obviously the old throwback Spurs squad: George Hill, DeJuan Blair, Bonner. They have Antonio McDyess, Michael Finley, Ginobili, Richard Jefferson, Tony Parker, and Tim Duncan. And the Finals MVP is Tony Parker. And in 5 games, he did actually 22 games. I guess this is the playoff averages, because it says 22 games. I don't know, man. 23.5 points, 2.5 rebounds, 9.5 assists, 1 steal, no blocks with 3 turnovers. Alright, so nothing really happened in the offseason, considering I didn't have any draft picks, and I had to re-sign Kevin Durant, Allen Iverson, and basically every single big player that I had, and all of the good role players, right? So I'm just chilling here, looking at the NBA.com headlines. Pau goes to the Bobcats. Alright, so Pau goes to the Bobcats. No big deal, right? Tony Parker goes to the Blazers. Why? Hell, I don't know. Vince Carter goes back to the Raptors. And Melo goes to the Memphis Grizzlies. Actually, funny story, in my Grizzlies rebuilding video that I actually just posted, if you look at the championship, actually not the championship, if you look at the ring ceremony, Melo is actually there because he signed with us, so that's kind of cool, I guess. I don't know, kind of a connection. I don't know what I'm saying, man. Words are really hard. Here we go. Here is what the team is looking like. Point guard, I did go ahead and add Andre Miller to the team. He's 35 years old in 2010, even though I thought he was 40 in 2010. Literally, the dude looks like he's 60 years old. I swear to God, he does. Point guard, obviously, Steph is Steph. We're not going to get rid of Babyface. Shooting guard, Allen Iverson and Klena Azubuike. I really like Klena Azubuike, partially because he has a really fun last name to say. Azubuike. It's really fun to say. Allen Iverson is 36 years old, though, so he is on the decline, but I will not trade him. Small forward, we have Kevin Durant. Why would I trade him? We signed him to a 6-year, $104 million deal. And then we also do have Tracy McGrady, who is 32 years old. Power forward, we do have LaMarcus Aldridge and Brandon Wright. I'm definitely fine with that. But Brandon Wright actually wanted a lot of money. Not really too sure how I feel about that. But, I mean, I don't even know what his potential is, because it's not really showing me what his potential is. Hopefully, he can get up to a 73 overall this year. That would be very nice. And then centers, Bynum and Ilgauskas. But real quick, first of all, what are my free agents looking like here? And there's no one here. Who is the worst free agent here? We could get Jaron Collins, Steve Novak, 3-point cheesing. Whoa. Seyoung-Jin Ha, 7'3", 305. You know what? Seyoung-Jin. Would you like to come to the Warriors? Of course he would. Alright, so this is the new Kwame Brown. I'm going to give him starting minutes. This dude's a beast. Let me just take a look at his stats. His last name's Ha, because we're laughing at how awful he is at basketball. Just kidding. That was actually pretty rude. And I can't even view his attributes. Of course I can't. But last year, he averaged 2 points per game and 2 rebounds, which was way better than Andrew Bynum, who averaged 11 points and 9.5 rebounds. So we did just sign Seyoung-Ja Lin Shum. I don't know what his name is. I don't know. All I know is he's Chinese. So let's bring his Chinese brother, Yao Ming, to the team in exchange for Andrew Bynum and 2 first-round picks. Please tell me that this will work. Counter offer. Oh my God. All they want is a second-round pick. Yao Ming, welcome to the Warriors. You know what? Okay, this is like a super team. This is like the Miami Heat before the Miami Heat. Our starting lineup is just absolutely absurd. But too bad we can't have current Steph and Philadelphia 76er Allen Iverson, and then Portland 2013 LaMarcus Aldridge. But look at this. Steph Curry, Allen Iverson, Kevin Durant, LaMarcus Aldridge, and Yao Ming. Then off the bench, no big deal. We got Tracy McGrady, we got Klena Azubuike, Andre Miller, who's 3,000 years old. We got Brandon Wright, Zydrunas Ilgauskas, AC Law, Anthony Morrow, and Seyoung-Jin, or Seyoung-Jin Ha. And he's not loyal, so he's probably not going to resign with us after the year. But at 49 overall, he will be the starting center on this team. Here we go. How are we going to do it in the preseason, going up against the reigning Eastern Conference champions? Oh, wow, we took an L. We took 2 L's in a row with this team. I don't really understand how. And here we go. Last season, it is do or die. We either win a championship or we don't. And that's basically how this video is going to end. It's either going to end in me winning a championship with the Golden State Warriors, or it's going to end in us losing in the playoffs and me crying myself to sleep because I couldn't win with Steph and Kevin Durant and who? Yeah, Yao Ming and LaMarcus Aldridge. I don't know, man. And at the end of season number 3, Devin Harris wins the MVP award. Never have seen this before in my life, never have heard it before in my life, and I'm pretty sure all of you have never heard or seen this as well. 30.5 points, 4 rebounds, 8.5 assists, 3 steals, half a block, 49% shooting from the field, and 41% shooting from 3. And the 6th man of the year is TJ Ford on the New Jersey Nets, backing up the MVP, Devin Harris. 16 points, 4.5 assists with 1 steal. Defensive player of the year once again goes to Dwight Coward. 26 points, 15 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Derrick Rose wins the most improved player. Let's just hope that he doesn't tear his ACL in the playoffs. And Don Nelson, our coach, wins the coach of the year as we go 59-23. Good enough for first in the Western Conference. And on the All-NBA second team, there is Yao Ming, the player that we did trade for at the beginning of the year. 7'6", 310 pounds, full of greatness. His stats on the year: 17.5 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist, no steals, 2.5 blocks with 1.5 turnover. And let's see who else from our team made it. Wow, Amari's on the Pistons. Why did he go to the Pistons? I don't really understand that. Throwback to when Al Jefferson was actually on the Timberwolves. Show me some players that are from my team. Just kidding, or just don't. Gerald Wallace, he's on the Bulls. Devin Harris made it. And Tyson Chandler, he went to the Lakers. And then the All-Rookie first team and All-Rookie second team. Once again, we do make the playoffs. We have made the playoffs 3 straight years in a row. Let's check out the rotation. Nothing has changed. Yao Ming's hurt for 1 to 2 weeks, but he can still play, so there's no need to fear. Let's just like sweep every team, and we're going up against the Mavericks with Dirk. So actually, wait, I think this might have been the year that this is the year after Dirk and the Mavericks won the championship. Let's see who they have on the roster. David West. Wow, that's actually a really good signing for them. Their starting point guard is Roy Ruffin. He's a auto-generated player. They have Kevin Martin as their shooting guard, Sean Marion, David West, and Dirk, who's coming off the bench. Throwback to when Dirk actually shaved his head and didn't have his luscious golden locks of love. And then the center position, Gregory Grant, once again, another auto-generated player. Listen, we are just going to simulate through this series. Well, obviously, because I don't really have a choice. But I was going to say we are going to sweep through these playoffs. But you know what? Of course we're down 2-1. And this is actually kind of ironic because if they win this series, it'll be just like when the Mavericks won all those games in the regular season, and then Baron Davis and the Warriors ended up beating them in the playoffs. Can we come back from 3-1 down? Yes, we can. 3-2. Is Yao Ming back? Please. No. He's still... Wait, -9. He dislocated his finger. Man, one thing I hate about Yao Ming. Maybe I shouldn't have traded for him because of this, but... Oh, okay. I was going to say he can't stay healthy, but Game 7 on our home floor, and we win it. 3 straight games in a row. We are pulling in Atlanta Hawks, because in Season 1, they won 3 straight games to beat us. And we're taking on we are taking on Kevin Durant's former team, and let's see who they have on their team. I mean, obviously, they are going to have Westbrook. They are going to have Monte Ellis. They have James Harden, who is an 84 overall. His beard looks so... just small. I mean, that just doesn't even look right. Small forward, Steven Jackson, we did trade him there, and they have Lester McKenzie, who is an auto-generated player. Javier Palermo. Oh, wow, I thought that was Palmero. That would have been a really fun last name. And at the center position, they do have Pendrick Perkins, 27 years old. So here we go, taking on the Thunder. I really would just love to beat this team. That'd be great. We do win Game 1, but then again, we did win Game 1 in last series, and then we were down 3-1, excuse me. And just like that, we're down 3-1. Once again, can we force another Game 7? I don't know. Probably not. And we get eliminated. Bro, are you kidding me? A team like this should have won a championship by now. But of course, 2K's got to troll me. 2K's got to hate on me. And did the Knicks just win the... Oh my god. No. Oh my god. The Knicks just choked in the finals. Man, who do the Knicks even have on their team? Like, they have Eric Gordon, they have Eric Maynard, Zach Randolph, Wilson Chandler, Daquan Cook, Greg Oden, Tony Douglas, Spencer Hawes, Corey Maggette. Yo, they just lost 3-1. Well, they lost a 3-1 series lead, and the Oklahoma City Thunder end up winning the NBA championship in season number 3, which is the final season. And Russell Westbrook ends up winning the Finals MVP. I'm not sure, like I said last season, if these are the playoff averages or if these are the Finals averages. But nonetheless, 26 points, 5 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, half a block, 2.5 turnovers, shot 52% from the field and 42% from 3. Here are all of the retired players. Eduardo Nahera and Antonio McDyess, they are out of the league. George Karl and Don Nelson, our coach, he does end up retiring. And here is the end of the end. Well, this is the end of the video. Here is our final roster. How did this team not win a championship, man? All right, Kevin Durant, Yao Ming, LaMarcus Aldridge, Steph Curry, Tracy McGrady, Allen Iverson, Klena Azubuike, Brandon Wright, Zydrunas Ilgauskas, Andre Miller, AC Law, and Anthony Morrow, and Seyoung-Jin Ha. I love this dude. I love this dude. All right, so one thing that I'm going to try to do in these next TBT videos, I'm only going to do it if it's from 2K13 or 2K14, considering some of these players are not in the game. But I will take the team that I rebuilt and then put them into 2K16 and then see if that team can end up winning a championship. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you guys did enjoy. Make sure to vote in the poll down in the description for which game I should be using for next week's TBT rebuilding video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys all next time. Peace.